This presentation is an overview of data for Bessie L. Baggett Elementary. The data covers a 3-year time period beginning in 2011 and ending in 2014. The presentation was created for stakeholders of Baggett Elementary so that they'll have an overview of our school makeup and our school performance on the state Criterion Reference Competency Test. This presentation is in graph format so that the data can be easily viewed and analyzed. And it's also created so that stakeholders can identify areas of strength and areas of weakness in order to move forward the best way possible. If you're viewing this presentation as an outsider of Baggett Elementary, we are located west of Atlanta, and this map will show you that we are close to Dallas, Hiram, and Douglasville in Georgia. The total population of students at Baggett Elementary, that's kindergarten to 5th grade, has increased over the past 3 years. Beginning the 2011 school year, we had 643 students, and ending the 2014 school year, we had 783 students. The race and ethnic makeup of Baggett Elementary, as you can see from this graph, is mostly made up of white students. We have around 50% of our white population, followed by our black population. Then our multiracial and Hispanic populations were close to one another in year 1, but they've swapped places by year 3, and we have a very small Asian population. As far as the gender makeup of our school, this graphic shows you that we are almost split 50-50 with our male and female students. This graph shows you the subgroup population at Baggett Elementary. This includes all kindergarten to 5th grade students. Our largest subgroup is our students who receive free and reduced meals. You can see that around half of our population receives free and reduced lunch prices. We have around 12% students with disabilities in the subgroup at the end of year 3, and then we have around 4% of our population in the English Language Learners program. We'll begin to take a look now at the performance on the Criterion Reference Competency Test. This graph shows all 3rd to 5th grade students and their performance over the past 3 years. Year 1 at the bottom, year 2 the middle grouping of bars, and year 3 at the top. Overall, you can see that science is a weakness of all of our students and all of our grade levels at Baggett Elementary. While we still were in the 80% meeting and exceeding range, it is our lowest content area as far as the CRCT is concerned. You can see also, though, that reading is a strength and has continued to be a strength over the past 3 years, where in year 3 we had 97% of our students meet or exceed on the reading CRCT. Now we'll just look at our 3rd grade student performance. This bar graph shows the percentage of students who met or exceeded on the CRCT over the past 3 years, and it has all of the subjects listed. The key at the bottom shows you the colors that represent each subject. Following the trends of the district as well as the state, the 3rd grade students at Baggett Elementary showed that science is their greatest need of improvement area. Science is shown here in the orange for year 3, that's 2013 to 2014, and we scored 75% meeting or exceeding in science. That is similar to the district and state, but overall it is our lowest content. And in line with all 3rd to 5th grade scores, reading is an area of strength for our 3rd grade students at 97% meeting or exceeding. This graph shows our fourth grade students over the past 3 years, with the latest being on top, 2013-2014. These are all of our students who met or exceeded on the CRCT, and you can see that at Baggett Elementary, here this grouping on the left, reading is still an area of strength for our fourth graders, as well as with our third graders and across third through fifth grade. English language arts is also a very high performing area in our fourth graders. This middle grouping shows the district performance, and then the right-hand side shows the state performance. You can see that most of our scores are above those of the state and similar to those on the district level, but social studies and science are areas that we need to improve upon. We scored about 82% of our students meeting or exceeding. Now we'll take a look at our fifth grade performance. This graphic, just like the other two, demonstrates fifth grade performance over the past 3 years, with year 3 being the top grouping of graphs. Our fifth grade students really performed well over the past 3 years, but especially in year 3. You can see that our English language arts was at 99%, our reading was at 99%, our math was at 99%, and then our social studies at 90, and science, again being the lowest, at 85%. We are above that of the district and state with our fifth grade scores, but science, once again, is an area that could use some improvement. So in summary, we've talked a lot about how science is an overarching weakness that was shown in the third through fifth grade scores combined, as well as individually with the third, fourth, and fifth grade scores pulled out separately. Science seems to be a weakness across the state and district as well. Our reading instruction as a whole, though, is also going very well. It's an area of strength, and whatever we're doing in our reading instruction seems to be working, and we should continue that. But what's next for our instruction? How can we use this data to drive our instruction to improve our school? What can be done to improve our low science achievement scores? What recommendations can you provide concerning this content area and how we can improve it? For example, talk amongst yourselves and your teams of what we can do to improve science. Since our reading is going so well, maybe we should look at incorporating our science into our reading instruction some more. Try to come up with some specific examples of how this can be done so that we can improve our school.